Hello fellow builders, this is a video talking about how to go about being an approval admin for profiles. So if you've been assigned this role, that means that you'll be reviewing any profiles that come in for changes to a builder bios, their records, and their droids. So you'll see a new option available called Profile Admin that should show up in your device under it. And let's just jump right in. So when you go in as a profile admin, you've got two separate tabs here, one for droids and one for builders. These are the ones that are outstanding. Right up here you can see it says needs attention. So this filter button here allows you can pull in who's been rejected, right? And so if they've been rejected, that means that a message was sent back to the builder saying it's been rejected and that you need to update this droid at some point. Needs attentions is the one that we use for they've made the changes, now they're submitting them, and they are pending review. So really you're just going to be paying attention mostly to this needs attention. And it's across the board on the builders and on their droids. So let's look at builders for now. So I'm going to pick David here. I asked the dev team to please make some random changes to their stuff. And so they did. So here when you get a profile change coming in, there's a few things you want to do. On a builder, it's a single picture. So what we're going to want to do is we want to look to make sure A, is that picture appropriate. We have a rating within the Play and the App Store for this is acceptable for children under 13. So we have to be very cognizant of what those pictures are and what's in the background of those pictures. I don't want to be a Quaker here, but we do want to make sure that it is appropriate for everybody and we want to keep the mouse happy. So going on with that, it's go back through, verify all the information that they've got in place. We want to know, is that their name? They can change their display name to an alias, so it's important to take a look to make sure that it is an appropriate alias. We really don't mind group membership, that's just there. There's three options to choose from. That's the only thing that we can do. The real key one here is to make sure, same thing, let's just read through their profile to see what their profile has to say, and is it acceptable? And if so, excellent. If not, then we need to go back and fix that. So at this top line, this is our approval or reject reason. And so there's a canned response that goes out there, and so we just want to send a special message. Thank you for submitting this, and it is awesome because I'm bad. If you have any internal notes that you wanted to add, feel free to add them. No one sees them. No one sees them. They at the moment they're a super admin kind of thing. Well, I take that back. You will see the last set of internal notes that pops up. So be cognizant of what you put here. The builder does not see any internal notes. So this is kind of, I'll talk about this on the droid one here when we get to droid. So we've approved all this. We think it's all good. And we hit approved, and that just automatically approves it. David will show back up into our builders list. So if we go into our builders list, we can see he is now available. If you've taken the course that we're setting up, editing your profiles, I've mentioned several times that when you edit a profile, it immediately is removed from view. Okay, we're going to go back to our builders. Now, Nancy was kind enough to say that I could reject hers for this test so you could see what we're doing. So we're going to do this one, and we're going to say rejected for testing purposes. And okay. Now, bam. So we've rejected Nancy. Now, if we flip back in there, you can see on our tab, I just changed this. I'm adding our rejected, and we could see that Nancy has been rejected. We open up Nancy's rejection record, and you'll see why it was rejected the first time, and that the internal notes that we're adding to testing with Nancy. So date and time is logged. So we are logging it just to make sure, and we're going to come back out. Okay. Now let's talk about droids. So we did discuss the builders, right? We went over it, verify the picture, verify that their bio looks nice and clean, there isn't any problems. Apparently Tom really likes Jenna Urso. And who doesn't, I will say. So we're going to approve Tom. And we're just going to knock through this list real quick. Okay, Mr. Robert. Here's Jennifer. So fairly easy process. I'm not going to do my own because actually when I do my own, the way this is a simulator phone, just so I can do the screen grabs, it will cause a failure. And it looks ugly in a video. So we're not going to do that. Okay, so let's talk about droids. So we go into our droids, and we're going to take a look at our droids. So same thing is we want to look, let's verify the pictures. Now, we've asked most people, we said in the videos previously, please submit at least 3 pictures, front, side, and rear at a minimum, and then any additional pictures that you want to add for your droid. So these pictures look good. Nothing I would say is controversial about the pictures. So let's scroll on down. We're going to look at Tom's, and Tom looks good as usual because I literally just told them, hey, just hit a space and send it in. So, and we'll just send him a message, approved for use. Okay. All right. Let's clear out these guys as they just were adding their material in there to give me some filler. Okay. So as a builder, you will see notifications that show up in your notification panel. So when we sent the approval note or the rejection notice, it will send a notification back to that builder. Those are located in the My Notifications tab. So you'll see I was testing mine earlier today, looks like about an hour, half hour ago. And I said, picture needs to be upgraded. So I took a droid, I went and grabbed my MSZ, my Mousezilla droid, and I, erased all the pictures and basically put nothing in there, right? So it was rejected. I got a notice that it was rejected. So, okay, great. When I click on that notice, it's going to take you directly to, especially if it's a rejection, take you right here to say, hey, go fix the thing. Fix what we said is wrong. So keep that in mind if a builder is going to ask you what. There you go. So that, I think, in a nutshell, is the profile admin. So there are 2 things left. Hopefully, if you guys have any questions, you will either submit a ticket or hit Sam and I up online. Thank you.